Hello, and welcome to Ames All Access, your 10 minutes of all access news and updates right here from Ames Community College. Hi, I'm Mariah Foster. Welcome to the first 2012 edition of Ames All Access. Today, we sit down with Ames student and sexual health peer educator Donnie Schultz and watch members of Greeley VDay get over it. But first, I recently talked with Alissa Huntley and Jennifer Jones about their work to end violence against women. Alissa Huntley, Jennifer Jones, thank you so much for joining us today. Violence against women is a particularly difficult subject to discuss and deal with. Can you tell me how your organizations help address this problem?
VDay Greeley is part of a worldwide organization that helps raise money for victims of sexual assault or domestic violence all over the world through different types of fundraisers.
That's wonderful. And some of those fundraisers are?
Our biggest one is our production of the Vagina Monologues every year.
If someone were to want to see these, is it coming up?
It is coming up, February 17th and 18th at the Unitarian Church.
That is great. I heard there's also an art show going on this year. Is that true?
There is. Our members of our cast and also members of the community have donated pieces of art to raise money as well as our production.
That is amazing. And when you say raising money, what is all this money going toward?
90% of our money that we raise go to the SAVA Center here locally, and then 10% of it goes back to the National VDay organization to help other women all over the world.
Oh, wonderful. And Jennifer, you are from the SAVA Center,
yes.
Correct? So can you tell us what your organization does with these funds?
Absolutely. The SAVA Center provides comprehensive sexual assault victim services in Weld and Larimer counties. So our direct service includes mental health therapy, support groups, medical and legal advocacy. And then we have a prevention program that employs the use of youth leadership to provide sexual assault prevention education in local school districts.
And that is happening here in Greeley now, correct?
That's right. In October of 2010, we opened an office in Greeley, and so now we're serving both counties.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for bringing you and your organizations here today, and we'll see you at the show.
That's great.
Thank you, ladies. Your work to end violence against women is commendable. Coming up after the break, we get to know Ames student Donnie Schultz.
I was able to get involved in everything else because of the gateway that I had of being involved in a club. A school is much more than a school. It's an entire community. In fact, that's part of the name, Ames Community College. Ames has a lot of great things to offer for new students coming in. The one thing that I noticed first and foremost was the abundance of student clubs. I never expected that there would be so many clubs at a community college. I was able to get involved in everything else because of the gateway that I had of being involved in a club. When I started at Ames in fall semester, I was at Fall In, which is a big event that we have here on campus, and I stumbled across the Gay Straight Alliance table. And that's something that I've always been interested in. I tried to get a GSA started at my high school, and so I stepped up to the plate and I decided to run for office, and I had the honor of serving as president of the GSA for a semester. The following semester, I was invited to apply for the Peer Education Council here on campus, and I took the position of sexual health. And when I started that, kind of my signature event is a discussion series called Behind Closed Doors. And what we do is just get together and I assign a topic and I give a little bit of a lecture behind the topic. And then we just have a discussion. I like to talk about things like communication. Gender roles are a big focus of mine, and I kind of divide that up because it's a really big field. I talk about sexual orientation. I talk about basic civil rights in society, sex and ethics, power dynamics, and just basically all of these areas that sexuality really influences our lives. I always get really excited when I hear a student of mine say after a discussion that we have that their mind was changed or that they didn't see something a particular way, because I feel like a lot of the problems we have surrounding sexuality, and directly I mean sexual assault and rape, can be contributed to people's unwillingness to be open and honest about sex. And so what I really try to do is get the conversation started, and I feel like I've been pretty successful.
After the break, members of VDay Greeley get over it.
I am over rape.
I am over rape culture.
Rape mentality.
Rape pages on Facebook?
I am over rape.
I am over rape culture.
Rape mentality.
Rape pages on Facebook?
I am over how long it seems to take anyone to ever respond.
I am over the hundreds of thousands of women in Bosnia,
Burma, Congo, Pakistan, South Africa, Guatemala, Sierra Leone, Haiti, Afghanistan, Libya, you name a place, still waiting for justice.
I am over rape happening in broad daylight.
I am over 1 in 3 women in the U.S. military getting raped by their so-called comrades.
I am over rape victims becoming re-raped when they go public.
I am over women still being silent about rape.
Because they are made to believe it is their fault or they did something to make it happen.
I am over violence against women not being a #1 international priority.
when 1 out of 3 women will be raped or beaten in her lifetime.
The destruction and muting and undermining of women is the destruction of life itself.
No women, no future.
I am over the passivity of good men.
Where the hell are you?
You live with us, make love with us.
Father us, befriend us.
Why aren't you driven to the point of madness and action by the rape and humiliation of us?
I am over years and years of being over rape.
Getting sick from rape.
Depressed from rape.
Enraged by rape. I am over being polite about rape.
We need people to truly try and imagine, once and for all,
What it feels like to have your body invaded.
Your mind splintered.
Your soul shattered.
We need to let our rage and our compassion connect us so we can change the paradigm of global rape.
There are approximately 1 billion women on the planet who have been violated.
1 billion women.
The time is now. Prepare for the escalation.
Today, it begins, moving toward February 14th, 2013, when 1 billion women will rise to end rape.
Because we are over it.
That concludes the first edition of Ames All Access 2012, where we visited with Alissa Huntley and Jennifer Jones about their work to end violence against women, sat down with Ames student Donnie Schultz, and watched members of VDay Greeley get over it. To learn more about the VDay movement and how you can help stop the violence, please visit vday.org. For more information about Ames Community College, check us out online at www.ames.edu. I'm Mariah Foster, and for all of us here at Ames, thanks for watching.